Warren-style punishments are Vyond videos where a character gets punished by a huge amount of people after their parents call visitors to discuss the punishments with the victim. They are also one of the most popular videos in the Vyond subculture on YouTube. 8 reasons will be given out why they got a Warren-style punishment. 1. These videos are nothing but pointless and unrealistic, as the parent or guardian just calls a random group of people to discuss the punishments with the victim, which is just filler and is there only to pad in the runtime. In fact, the caller doesn't even know or met them. 2. Just like Punishment Day videos, these videos can come off as mean-spirited and heartless, as the people would give the victim extremely harsh punishments and even not allow them to watch shows they like. They are also made just to express hatred on a preschool show character for the sake of them being too old for those shows, showing how much they try to be cool and edgy. 3. These videos use a lot of copyrighted materials without permission from or credit to the owners. 4. Almost all of them are just plain repetitive and formulaic, as it is just a group of people punishing the victim and giving them the same punishments over and over again. 5. The victim often gets Warren-style punishments for trivial reasons, such as escaping a country, watching a show or a film, unless inappropriate, having opinions, etc. 6. A lot of them have rushed and choppy animation due to them being made with Vyond. It doesn't help that they are mostly made with Business Friendly, which has more realistic emotes than Comedy World. 7. They are one of the reasons why Vyond had the non-business themes removed, gone downhill, and that the Vyond community has turned toxic and immature. And lastly, 8. All of these punishments are just unrealistic, nonsense, irrational, mean-spirited, child abuse, and torture because 1. Strong, strict, severe, painful, important lesson? What is the lesson anyway? That's the worst thing to punish the troublemakers. 2. Wearing diapers, often referred to as nappies, and being forced to urinate and defecate in these diapers instead of the toilet and having that victim's underwear and toilet destroyed is total child abuse. 3. Stripping away from watching certain TV shows, movie, and playing certain video game is like taking away someone else's freedom. This is really worse than the opinion bashing on TV shows meant for younger children. 4. If you force the victim to ride the world's tallest roller coasters and water slides, they would have fainted out of extreme fear and even died from shock. That's too much. 5. Placing hidden cameras is literally stalking. Why do you want to track down what the victim is doing? 6. Making the victim to do all the house chores without taking a single break, and not letting them taking any leisure time. 7. Supergluing clothes on is way too extreme of a punishment, worse than diapers, and can rip the victim's skin off. 8. Of all the healthy foods the victims dislike, why Swiss cheese? These guys are gonna anger a lot of Swiss people. Also, feeding the victim raw eggs or raw meat is torture, and it's likely chance that they will die of salmonella and food poisoning. Sure, eating healthy is good, but banning junk food is taken to extreme in general. 9. Shoveling snow off of driveways and walkways, raking and bagging leaves in the fall, doing rigorous exercises, chores, and working without breaks and or water breaks. Seriously? Activities without any sort of breaks? This is extreme slavery, and that's zero mercy to compare slavery from chores. That's also child labor. That's worse than Phineas and Ferb when they got sent to Smile Away Reform School. And the no funky rhythms thing too. 10. If the heater is set up to an extremely high temperature in the middle of summer such as in July, and the AC to an extremely low temperature in the middle of winter, the victim would have been dead of hypothermia or hypothermia. 11. Not many people, especially adults, go trick-or-treating. Most people want to give out candies to the trick-or-treaters themselves on Halloween. 12. It doesn't matter what they want to get on Christmas. Any Santa believers? Christmas is not just presents, it's mostly a spirit of giving, peace, and joy. 13. Taking away the Google, Vyond, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Internet and all other leisure privileges? How will this make the victims learn from mistakes, again? 14. Forcing the victims to participate in the running of the bulls every day for the rest of their lives is cruel, because they'd be run over by these animals. 15. Spankings and slappings every day and every minute is too much torture and child abuse. 16. Giving away that victim's clothes, including sleeping clothes, furniture, etc. to charity. That's child abuse as mentioned before, with the being trapped in a room with nothing. 17. Sleeping on the floor is one thing, sleeping outside, and in their original clothes, in the middle of dangerous weather without any campouts or bonfires? That too. 18. Forcing these characters to smell awful just to worsen their misery and bash others' opinions on them, especially on a TV show meant for younger children? Showers are important. 19. Most people find horror movies and episodes are too scary. The victims may be scared to death by them, worse than other horror episodes like Sesame Street's episode 847 and Winnie the Pooh's Blood and Honey. 20. Doing an irrational amount of homework without breaks or water breaks until the student graduates. Homework helps students learn no matter how much they get. Plus, that student would pretty sure be dead by the time they'd be able to complete all the homework without breaks and water breaks, due to dehydration and extreme exhaustion. And lastly, 21, you also can't force someone to jump off the cliff too. That also counts as murder/manslaughter. Now, allow me to give you guys 4 redeeming qualities. 1. Some of them are decent. 2. Sometimes, the victim gets Warren-style punishments for good reasons and not all of these videos are harsh. 3. Some of them use original characters and not copyrighted material. And lastly, 4. They are considered to be so bad, it's good due to how unintentionally humorous they can be and popular during Vyond's golden age. Now whoever makes the video when there's an Warren-style punishments, you could get exposed, or even worse, you will get call out by several users.